All right, we're back, everybody, talking about affordable housing here on OpenLine tonight, and what a topic to talk about right now in the Nashville housing market, and not just Nashville, but really the whole region.
Yeah,
Ralph.
I think that's right.
Ralph Berry's with us. He's the executive director of the Tennessee Housing Development Agency, and we're taking your phone calls. We appreciate it, and we've got some open lines if you'd like to call in at 737+. Let's go to Barbara, who's been waiting patiently. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you. My question is, I have been a resident of Nashville for over 30 years. I've seen all of the growth changes and population explosion. And I am a senior citizen with an incurable chronic condition. Why is there not any investors or MDHA or someone not it seems like no one's concerned about senior citizens. There's a number of high-rise towers. These places are 40, 50 years old. I myself, with my condition, have to be in a clean, mold-free environment. How come nobody's concerned? I'm on disability retirement from a major telecommunication company. I'm over income, qualified for subsidized housing, but I'm in between. I'm not. I don't qualify to be poor, but I don't qualify to be rich.
Yeah.
What is there something out there to help persons like me?
And real quick, before we get to Ralph, Barbara, where do you live right now? What area of town?
I'm living in the Murfreesboro Road area and Tribeca Towers. Which,
I know it.
I've been here a year and a half.
And where did you live through, you've been here 30 years, you've seen the booms and the busts and everything. Did you live in one particular area or all around?
Yes, I lived in one particular area, and I regret it. I lived right outside Belmont's back door, basically, and due to financial reasons, 12 years ago, I had to make a decision. Yeah. And it seems like ever since I've been moving, and I've seen where projects have been torn down and homes were built that were affordable.
Yeah, that Belmont area.
There's nothing like that going on now.
Yeah.
How come people in my situation deserve? I think people in my situation deserve a nice, clean home, something new, something modern, instead of going through the same old scenario of living somewhere that's not okay, but Nashville needs to build more affordable kind of homes or apartments that someone in my situation
that are suitable.
There were some.
Let's listen real quick to what Ralph has to say, Barbara.
I think, Barbara, there are developers out there who are trying to make an effort. They're going back to some of those 40 and 50-year-old buildings, and sometimes with our help through bond financing and tax credits, remodeling those so that they remain as affordable housing for a long period of time. But building one of those brand new, particularly real close to downtown, the costs it would make it prohibitive for someone like you at the end of that. But there are developers who are looking for innovative ways to do more housing for seniors, folks with mobility challenges, folks who might need some supportive services, but that'll take a while to develop.
What you mentioned, you working as a conduit for the federal government programs here in Tennessee or in this area. What exactly are those, and are some of those programs, is there a way? I know that we hear Congress and the President talking a lot about this issue of trying to help maybe the elderly and those people who are caught in between. They're not eligible for certain aid, but they're still living on, right above the poverty line.
The kinds of things that we would do, the low-income housing tax credit program, it builds apartments, causes them to be built. The multifamily bond program, same thing, to build or to refurbish older properties and keep them affordable. In most of the state's counties, but not Davidson, we administer housing choice vouchers, We do the contract administration for place-based voucher buildings throughout the state.
Explain what a housing choice voucher is.
That's the
even
government,
though, like you said,
yeah,
they're not offered.
if you're income qualified, the government, and if you're on the list, they will help pay part of your rent.
Okay.
And then rather than saying, well, you have to live in this project, you pick the place where you want to live. The government will pay up to a certain percentage of your rent for the period of time you follow the rules. There are also vouchers that are assigned to a building. A private developer builds a building, the voucher's assigned to that unit, and whoever moves into that unit has to be income qualified. We administer that program.
And for the owner of that building, maybe there's a sense of relief, you know, knowing, okay, the government is going to back these folks
You do have a certain
up.
amount of cash flow that you can count on.
Yeah, you can count on, and also I'm sure there's some, you know, a rigorous application process.
There is much more demand for those vouchers.
I'll bet.
MDHA runs the voucher program in Davidson County. I'm told their waiting list is over 10,000. We operate in 72, mostly smaller counties, and in every place when we open the voucher rolls, we get many times as many applicants for them as we can possibly accommodate. We utilize them all very aggressively.
What does that tell you about the need?
You know, there are a lot of folks who could use a little assistance.
Yeah.
And you know, the standard is if you're paying more than a third of your take-home pay for your housing costs, that's probably causing a hardship at some point down the road in your house. And that's what we tried to avoid. We have put some tools out there. TNHousingSearch.com is an easy consumer tool. You can go online, punch in the area of town you're looking at, the size of the unit you need, the price range you're looking for, pets, yes or no, and it will list landlords who have listed with us for availability. It can be an easy way folks can find stuff. And you know, we're always working with those landlords as well.
Great. 737 plus. Barbara, good luck to you. Thanks for the call. Good call. Before our next break, we'll go to Bernadette. Hey, Bernadette, welcome.
Hi.
Hi. What's on your mind?
I was wanting to know if there, what do I need to do? I would be a first-time buyer. I do not know what steps I need to take to buy a home, and I am looking and ready.
Great. Bernadette, you have come to the right place.
All right.
Here's what I'd suggest to you. Go to our website, which is greatchoicetn.com. Then click on the first-time home buyer link, and it will tell you in pretty easy terms which lenders in this area work with us, what you can expect, and also a link to housing counselors who can help you get started. We require that kind of home buyer education for everyone who works with us, but you will really find that an enormous benefit to you. Because I'll tell you what, there's a lot to know about buying a house and how to prepare yourself. That's where I would start. But what you'll find as a first-time home buyer, the THDA lenders will offer you a competitive rate on a 30-year fixed rate, no gimmick mortgage. We have available down payment closing cost assistance, and a link to lenders and counselors is available on that site too. It's greatchoicetn.com, and then just click the first-time home buyer link.
All right. Bernadette, thank you for the phone
Good luck.
call. Yeah, good luck to you as well. It's daunting for a lot of people. Like she said, I just have no idea where to begin with this whole process.
It's that way for a lot of people. I'll tell you, when I bought my first home, and this was many moons ago, but I was sure that I was signing away my firstborn somewhere in all that paperwork.
Closing,
it's a scary thing.
It's frightening. They've got all these papers.
And I wish I'd had the ability, the availability of that kind of counseling myself many years ago. I would have slept better. I would have felt more prepared for what I was getting into.
All right, we're going to take another break, everybody. We got a couple of callers on hold, and if you'd like to call at 615-737-7587, give us a call. We'll be right back.